Good morning. In the previous lecture, we talked about molecular collision and mean free path. Let us move to the next article. This is expression for mean free path. Our next article is expression for mean free path. We know what is molecular collision, what is free path. We also know what is mean free path. As you know, the formula used to get mean free path is lambda is equal to S divided by N, equation number 1, where lambda is the mean free path, S is total distance covered by the gas molecule in making n number of collisions. So lambda is therefore S divided by N, equation number 1. Let us consider a gas. This gas is filled inside a vessel or inside a container at certain temperature. This will have large number of identical molecules as usual. These molecules will be moving in all possible directions with all possible velocities, and they are very large in number, and therefore there is possibility of collision between them. Therefore there is possibility of collision between them. The molecules are spherical in size. Their cross section will be circular. All molecules of the given gas will be spherical in shape, whatever may be the size. All the gas molecules will be spherical in shape of any size. Of course, the size is very small. Cross section of every sphere is a circle. To get expression for mean free path, we can consider the gas molecules one of the two ways. The first way is all the gas molecules are identical, and therefore we may consider every gas molecule is having radius r, diameter d. Diameter d will be equal to 2r, where r is radius of a gas molecule, when all the gas molecules are taken identical. The other way of considering these gas molecules is we shall consider only one gas molecule of diameter 2d. There is only one gas molecule which has diameter 2d, and other gas molecules are points. Other gas molecules are points, and only this gas molecule is in motion. The gas molecule which has a diameter 2d is only in motion. Remaining gas molecules which are points, which are taken as a point mass. This gas molecule is a point mass, 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 and so on. For simplicity, let me assume that all these point mass gas molecules are stationary and the gas molecule of diameter 2d is in motion and it moves with velocity v in any direction. It moves with velocity v in any direction. What will be volume covered by this gas molecule in 1 second? If only one gas molecule is there which has diameter 2d, remaining gas molecules are point masses. Remaining gas molecules are point masses. They are stationary. Only this gas molecule is in motion and it moves with velocity v in any possible direction. If this is the case, what should be volume covered by this gas molecule in 1 second? What should be volume covered by this gas molecule in 1 second? We know that the cross section of a gas molecule which are spherical in shape is circular. So a circle is moving. When a circle is moving, it will trace cylindrical area. Whenever a sphere is moving, it is similar to a circle is moving. When a circle is moving, it will trace a cylindrical volume, and the cylindrical volume covered by this gas molecule in 1 second will be equal to pi d square v, equation number 2. Cylindrical volume covered by this gas molecule of radius 2d moving with velocity v is pi d square v. Then let us suppose that small n is number of molecules per cc of the gas. Let us suppose that small n is number of gas molecules per cc of the given gas. If volume traced, volume covered by the gas molecule in 1 second is pi d square v, how many gas molecules are present in this volume? Number of gas molecules present in this volume which is covered by the gas molecule in 1 second will be simply pi d square v, equation number 3. Number of gas molecules, so n is left here. Number of gas molecules present in this volume covered by this gas molecule is therefore pi d square v n. It means that n number of gas molecules are coming in the path of this gas molecule in 1 second. And this is equivalent to number of collisions made by the gas molecule in 1 second. Equation number 3 gives number of collisions made by this gas molecule in 1 second. So I may take this as capital N according to this formula. Capital N is number of collisions made by this gas molecule in 1 second is equal to pi d square v into N. What is the distance covered by this gas molecule in 1 second? Its velocity is v. Velocity is v. Then what should be distance covered by this gas molecule in 1 second? Distance covered by this gas molecule in 1 second will be simply v, because v is velocity. Velocity is distance covered per unit time. V is distance covered in unit time, and therefore S is v. Let us substitute value of n and s. Let us substitute value of n and s from equations 3 and 4 into equation 1 to get lambda, the mean free path, is equal to v divided by pi d square v into n. This v being identical get cancel, and we got lambda is equal to 1 divided by pi d square n, equation number 5. And so the expression for mean free path, therefore the expression for mean free path is simply lambda is equal to 1 divided by pi d square n. Let us observe this equation. Let us observe this expression for mean free path of a gas. 1 is constant, pi is constant, n is constant for the given gas, for the given temperature. What about d? D is different for different gases. Radius of the gas molecules of different gases will be different. It means that mean free path lambda is always proportional to 1 by radius of gas molecule of given gas. Or in other words, mean free path of a gas is always inversely proportional to radius of the gas molecules of the given gas. This equation and this equation is due to the physicist Clausius. This equation is found by, this equation was derived by the physicist Clausius, and therefore this mean free path equation is due to Clausius. You may call this as Clausius expression for mean free path. Further, let me assume that mass of each gas molecule of the given gas is m. Then m into n is equal to rho. Density of the given gas is equal to m into n. N number of gas molecules. N number of gas molecules per cc. Mass of one gas into number of particles will be total mass per cc. Total mass per cc is the density. Or from this equation I can put 1 divided by n, take this n to this side, this rho to this side, that will become m divided by rho, equation number 7. Let us substitute equation 7 in equation 5. Let us substitute equation 7 in equation 5 to get lambda is equal to, that is the mean free path of a gas is equal to m divided by pi d square rho, equation number 8. And if we consider this equation, we find that this lambda is also inversely proportional to density of the gas. From this equation, m is constant, pi is constant for the given gas, d is constant, this n will not be there, square is there. D is constant for the given gas, okay. So lambda is inversely proportional to rho, density of the gas. So mean free path of a gas is always inversely proportional to density of the gas. always inversely proportional to radius of the gas molecules of the given gas. This is about the statement given by Clausius. Boltzmann also gave his own expression for the mean free path, and according to Boltzmann, mean free path lambda is given by 3 divided by 4 pi d square n, equation number 10. This is known as Boltzmann's statement for mean free path. Just similar to Clausius and Boltzmann, Maxwell also derived an expression for the mean free path using distribution of velocities, and according to Maxwell, mean free path lambda of a gas is given by one divided by square root of 2 pi d square n. This is Clausius statement of mean free path. This is Boltzmann's statement of mean free path. This is Maxwell's statement of mean free path. This is the expression for mean free path derived by Clausius. This is expression for mean free path derived by Boltzmann. This is expression for mean free path derived by Maxwell. You may use this equation, or this equation. Accuracy of the mean free path is more or less same according to these three expressions. This is about expression for mean free path. So we have derived expression for mean free path using the molecular collision and concept of free path, and assuming few things that I have already explained, we derived the expression. It is so simple. Hope you got it. Thank you.